Hi everyone, this is Evil Graham 93. Got another update for you. By the way, I'm not in my pyjamas. I'm just in that robe because I like wearing it really. But yeah, sorry it's been a long time since my last update. I've not really had many titles to go with the last couple of weeks. So yeah, hopefully what I've got now is like enough to show you. So I'm actually going to start with something that I should have shown last time and I completely forgot about it. And it's a Good Day to Die Hard, basically no Die Hard film really. Still in its shrink wrap because I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I have seen the film. I saw it on the it was the in-flop movie on going to holiday this year, so I have seen it before, just not seen it on the actual DVD yet. So otherwise, it's a good film, better than number 4 anyway. Right, I'll start with horror first because they're the least amount of titles that I've got. So we've got The Cabin in Sorrow Woods, Creek even. Yeah, you can see how much I've got this for, and it's absolutely got ripped off. It's my first brain damage film. If you don't know who brain damage films are, they release really low budget horror movies, and they're just really bad. So yeah, and this one was really bad. I should have taken Booger Boy Master's advice in one of his videos. He basically says that all of these releases of brain damage films, they're all terrible. Really, it's really hard to find a decent brain damage film. So yeah, my first and last brain damage. Sorry if I had a little pause there. I thought someone was knocking at the door. Next title is equally as bad, Night of the Dead. I couldn't even watch this all the way through, to be honest. I watched about 15 minutes of it and turned it off because it was just really bad. The effects were bad. The props were really bad. Quite clearly see that they're using rubber swords. There's one scene in it where one of the characters rolls over on a rock and then you just see the sword. Just see it wobbling like mad, really. And the script was really bad as well. They just contradict each other all the time. Very first scene that you see the main characters, guy tells them to stay where they are while he checks them out. And then another guy says, okay, you two go with him. So, yeah, this is stupid, really. So, contradictions all the time. It's just terrible, terrible movie. Next is Dead Set. Yeah, I can remember watching this when it first came out on TV, and that's the only time I ever saw it. Basically, if you don't know what Dead Set is, it's about the show Big Brother. Everyone knows Big Brother, really. And it's about people that are living in the Big Brother house while there's a zombie invasion going on outside. Yeah, and they're just trying to survive, really, in the Big Brother house. So, yeah, it's pretty decent. It's about 5 episodes long, so, and you can watch it in a full day, so it's great, really. Next one is Maniac. This is the remake that they did. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't have much hopes for this one. Seeing as the original Maniac is my favourite slasher film, my favourite 80s slasher film, I had really low hopes for this. It's got Elijah Wood as Frank in this one. But what they do differently with this one, sorry, this is going to be a massive spoiler for the film if anyone's not seen it yet, but they've done what they did in the 80s movie, basically following Frank around, but the whole film is done with POV shots, like as if you're walking around as Frank, and I think that's worked really well in this film, actually. Yeah, I can't understand it. It's a very strange way of doing it, but it's done really well. And I think the person that made the Hills of Eyes remake and what's that French film? High Tension had something to do with this. I don't know, is the director or the producer? Oh, it's the producer, produced by. yeah, it's definitely worth a look, even if you don't like it. But I was still gonna say the original is still my favourite, but this is pretty darn good. Nice and gory. And it's strange for an Elijah Wood movie, to be honest. He never really does anything like that. Right, so there's another remake, and it is The Evil Dead. Now, this one, I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of the Evil Dead movies, but I think a lot of people say that this one was absolutely terrible and that the original was so much better. But yeah, the original has slightly grown on me since like the first couple of times I watched it. But I'd say this one is probably my favourite just for the gore factor. It's just unbelievable gore in this. Yeah, I'd say it's more like a sequel than an actual reboot, to be honest. But yeah, still pretty darn decent. And I love the little Bruce cameo appearance at the right at the end of the credits. So that's rather cool to see. Right, now we go on to non-horrors. First is a TV series, and it's the Blackadder box set, the Ultimate Edition. If you didn't know what Blackadder is, it's basically a British sitcom that came out ages ago. I can't remember when it first started. It must have been the 70s, I think. But it lasted for 4 seasons, going from The Blackadder, Blackadder 2, Blackadder the Third, and Blackadder Goes Forth. And it goes from this one here, medieval, to the Elizabethan Blackadder, and then the Victorian Blackadder, and then the World War One Blackadder. Yeah, I'll explain a little bit about the series. It basically follows a man called Blackadder who names himself Blackadder, like it from this guy here, like the medieval guy. Like he, I can't remember what his real surname is, but when his father becomes king, he names himself the Blackadder to become more infamous, and the name stuck throughout the series. Yeah, it's great. All the Blackadders are played by Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean. So that was the main reason for getting it, really. I love Mr. Bean, so thought I'd give Blackadder a try, and I wasn't disappointed, really. The first 2 seasons were brilliant. The third one was okay, but the fourth one could have been better. Next is Despicable Me. I had seen this before on telly, and I have to admit I did like it. So I wanted to get it on DVD. I still do like it, but I just can't understand this whole thing about the Minions, really, about people going crazy about the Minions. I don't think they was actually particularly funny in this movie, to be honest. They're okay, but not as humorous, I think, as everyone was saying. We'll probably get a load of shit for that, but... Next is Studio Ghibli movie, Princess Mononoke. Yeah, this is... Out of all my Studio Ghibli movies, I normally tend to watch them on Film 4 first, because they're on every now and again on there, but this is the only one that I just got straight to DVD. Because I heard that it's really good. So... yeah, I got it, and I wasn't disappointed, really. It was a really good film, really well done. Again, like Nausicaa from The Valley of the Winds, it's like a subliminal message movie about like global warming and like cutting down rainforests and all that, but really worth a watch. Brilliant. Next is another Studio Ghibli movie, and it is Tales from Earthsea. Now, I did watch this one on telly, and I did really enjoy this one, actually. It's right up there in one of my favourite ones. But when I watched it on telly, I watched it in the Japanese voice, so I decided to watch it in English voice. And I have to say, they did a really good job with the voices on this. You got Jed, aka Sparrowhawk. He's voiced by Timothy Dalton. If you don't know who he is, he was one of the James Bonds, and he was also in Hot Fuzz. And the evil wizard Cobb, he's played by Willem Dafoe, and I think his voice, that made it for me in this movie. I'm always going to watch this in English now because of Willem Dafoe's voice. He put so much atmosphere into the voice playing Cobb. Like, if you don't know who Cobb is, he's like this really dark, evil wizard, like long black hair, always wears dark clothes. and he's got like face makeup as well, and his voice just suits him. I don't know what he does to his voice. He just puts so much atmosphere into it, and it really makes Cobb look really evil in this. So yeah, really like the English dub for that. Next is the Neverending Story. I've got this because of like Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, and I've had a lot of people say it goes with them. To be honest, I didn't really like it. I heard a lot of people say it was good. It was brilliant, great. Like I think it's done by Jim Henson, like the puppets and all that. But yeah, to be honest, I prefer Labyrinth. That's always going to be my favourite one of these like puppet movies. To be honest. Yeah, it's not much I can say about that because I didn't really enjoy it. Next is Rise of the Shadow Warrior. This one honestly is my dad's, but I did start watching it the other day. I only watched a bit of it. The effects look really bad, but to be honest, it looks quite enjoyable to watch. As I say, I only watched about like 10 minutes of it. But it's about halfway through the story, so yeah, I'll have to give it another watch. If you've seen it, let me know what it's like. Then lastly, Stolen. Again, you can see how much I've paid for this one. Again, not seen this one yet. All I know is it was out in cinema for a little bit, and it's got Nicolas Cage in, and something about stealing a load of money, hence the name Stolen. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. So yeah, that was it. Like I said, hopefully that was enough for the update. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing if you have. Feel free to leave any messages. Oh yeah, just want to say one thing. Yeah, I just want to send a message out to all the trolls out there. If you don't like my videos, just don't bother watching them. Yeah, I had one troll last night I was having a go at because he's just writing stuff on my videos, to be honest, and like not nice, really not nice stuff. Yeah, so if you don't like the videos, don't watch them. What's the point in commenting on the video you don't like? Just don't watch them. And to do it like twice to another video as well, like you must be really stupid. Like I said, don't watch the video if you don't like it. So yeah, it's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.